Have you wondered why you have not been making consistent sales? Now, it is possible that you may have been probably making one sales here, once in 2 weeks, or once in a month, and thereabouts. But according to the Bureau of Labor, about 20% of businesses close within the first year of establishment, and then 30% do not survive the second year, and 40% of businesses do not also survive the third year. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you three key hindrances why your business may have not been scaling through. Number one is lack of strategy. Many people start businesses without having a clear blueprint of how and what they want to do with it. It is possible you might have seen somebody doing well in that particular line of business. That does not automatically guarantee that if you enter or venture into that business, you're going to do well. And this is where a lot of persons have issues. The reason is so because strategy involves planning, and that planning is categorized into three major things. Number one is understanding the how, secondly is knowing the when, and thirdly is understanding the where. Once you know how to go about it, once you know where you are going, and once you know the when, then it becomes easier for you to scale through. Basically, there are four types of strategy. Number one is marketing strategy. Marketing strategy simply involves how to penetrate the market. Now, what I see a lot of persons do on their status or on their Facebook is basically what I call advertising. And advertising is not the same thing with marketing. Advertising is just like you see a billboard, and I'm sure you see billboard almost every now and then. Do you stop to read everything on the billboard? And the reason is because why people will not buy from you is because they know that it's the same thing you keep putting on, and it's still the same thing you put on tomorrow. The same thing you put on your status today is the same thing we're expecting to see on your status tomorrow. Automatically, you are not offering anything differently or of note that will attract or bring your customers. So how I see marketing is in three formats: AVD. A stands for awareness, D stands for desire, and V stands for value. As you're making your awareness, which is very good, and then you must also create value. Value is what makes you different from the other person. Value is what you have differently to offer that can attract somebody. For instance, let's assume you are a seamstress or you are a tailor, as the case may be. Now, every other person is displaying their clothes on their DP, but what makes yours different? Maybe one time, come out and educate us. Tell us reasons why we need to wear this particular cloth at this particular point in time. And then the last, which is desire. By creating value, what you're indirectly doing is that you're creating desire within us or within your customers or to attract people to your brand. The second kind of marketing is business marketing. This is a competitive kind of marketing. What makes you better than your competitors? And then the third is operational kind of marketing. The operational kind of marketing is the relationship between the employee and the management to the employee. And then the last is the transformational management. The transformational management focuses on technology and how you're able to leverage technology in order to automate your system such that people can be able to reach you and then get responses on time. Number two reason why a lot of persons are not scaling in their businesses is as a reason of lack of flexibility. Now, what I have discovered with a lot of businesses are that so many businesses are adaptable, but they are not flexible. It is possible that as one change comes in now and then, you may adapt. But that lack of flexibility can sweep you off, can make you not to be consistent, can make you not to last so long in your business. So, to be ahead, you must ensure that you create a system that is very, very not only adaptable, but that is very, very flexible. As the change is coming, you adapt and then exercise flexibility. Don't forget that your goal is still one, but the means of achieving that goal sometimes it can change as occasion demands. And lastly, intensity over consistency. I have seen a lot of business person, they may have been consistent, but there is no intensity. And the easiest example I can give you about intensity, take for instance, there are two persons going to the same gym. One goes 30 minutes every day, but the other man spends 2 hours every day in the gym. Both are consistent, but the level of intensity differs. So who will get more results? Of course, is the man that spends 2 hours in the gym. Many of us are doing the right thing, but we are consistent in it. But the intensity we put in it is the reason why we are not making consistent sales. Because you put your business out today and there's no sales, you forget about it, come back tomorrow or come back in 3 days' time and you put it again. You are consistent, but there is no intensity. I think it is time we go and rebrand. Come up, be on your toes. be creative, and then find a way to make yourself highly consistent. This is one of the major ways to scale through in your business. Now, as I leave you, I want you to know that the future you cannot picture, you are not permitted to feature in that future. My name is Ikem James, and if you are yet to subscribe, follow, and be a part of this community, I want you to do that now and then drop a comment and let us interact. See you.